Hey, I'm Dan Mendelo, and one of the biggest blocks, and I know you're going to feel me on this, one of the biggest blocks that could be preventing you from getting to the next level in your business is burnout. See, when we're talking about functional brain wiring and we're talking about how hard it is to think, right? Think creatively, strategically, be balanced, make the right decisions, connect with people, do anything that's really responsible for you growing, changing your reality and growing into a level of success you've never been before. It's so hard when your brain is in fight, flight, or freeze because it literally shuts down the parts of your brain that are responsible for all of those amazing things that you need to be able to do. Now, when you try to push through this, it uses more energy. More mental energy, more physical energy, because your brain and your body are connected. And so the more you get stressed out emotionally, the more your body gets stressed out. The more your body gets stressed out, the more your mind gets stressed out. And when you try to push through your brain not working right, your brain not supporting you, it's like hopping into a car, realizing that it's not driving correctly and slamming on the gas. But if your brain is in fight, flight, or freeze, or your functional brain wiring isn't set up to support your strategies and your success, it's like slamming on the gas in your car when you have the e-brake on. You're going to burn something out. You're going to blow a gasket. Now, when this happens in your life, what you feel is drops in energy. And when burnout starts kicking in, your motivation drops, your emotional balance drops, it's harder for you to be patient, it's harder for you to think creatively, strategically, it's harder for you to work as long, it's harder for you to be as happy, it's harder for you to do anything. You feel wiped out at the end of the night. Keep on pushing past this like I used to do. And you may find every once in a while, like for me, every couple of weeks, I would just be beached on the couch over the weekend. I did not have the mental capacity or physical ability to focus on or do anything other than stare at Netflix. That's it, the whole weekend. Because I blew it out. That's blowing a gasket, right? You press on the gas so much, even when your brakes are engaged, that you blow something. Now, if you try to push past this, you might be burnt out for weeks on end. And at this point, you won't have the ability to think straight, to think creatively, to think strategically. You'll have no emotional balance. You know what it feels like, right? You've been stressed out for too long. You can snap at people you love. You can say things you don't mean. It's like your nerves are frayed. And you just need a break, but it doesn't seem like any break is actually restful. It might actually get harder to sleep, even though you're exhausted and you're never really awake during the day, and you can start relying on too many stimulants in order to get you through that. And that's really just because your brain was in too much fight, flight, or freeze, or your functional brain wiring was not set up correctly, right? You still had the brakes on your vehicle and you're slamming the gas. So you've got to take the brakes off, rewire your functional brain wiring, and allow yourself to do things like rest. That's why rest, self-care, having fun, having great sex, going to music, hear music, doing things like that are really important. It's not just because they make you feel good. It's because these things, like gratitude practices, super simple, right? They make you feel great, yes, but more importantly, they push energy from fight, flight, or freeze and into all of everything else. That's out of the sympathetic nervous system, designed for survival, and into the parasympathetic nervous system, designed for creativity, balance, strategy, all the beautiful things that you need in order to get into the highest level of performance and break your business plateau.